Y'all, we are here. We are here for Grand Slam Philadelphia. Finally, we have gotten to slam number 3. This one was a good one. A very good turnout. That's what I want to say. That crowd was live. They had it packed up in there. I want to say it was sold out. From what I could tell, from what I saw on the screen on the TV, they had a very, very nice turnout. The energy was great. This is probably the most energy out of any of the slams any day so far. So I'm excited to see tomorrow too. As long as the weather holds up, it's going to be good. They had some good moments. So I enjoyed this, but if you're new here, please hit subscribe. Go ahead and thumbs up the video for me as well. Drop y'all's comments. Let me know what y'all think about the day at Penn as well. The races. We had some good moments. There's one particular racer that I think stole the show, in my opinion. But we'll get to that in a minute. But let's not waste too much time. Let's go. So we're going to start off with the 400 hurdles, the long hurdle group. This is the first time Sydney McLaughlin is not here. So with this lineup, it's like, okay, it's anybody's game now. Somebody could possibly end up winning. And I feel like looking at this lineup, I was looking at Anna Cockrell, Dalilah Muhammad, Jasmine Jones, Rochelle Clayton, and Shamir Little. That's what I was looking at by the eye, as well as Anjanette Knight. But we know Shamir Little, she is battling back from injury. As you see here, she did not even finish the race. I think she pulled up coming into maybe hurdle 6. So I hope it's nothing too serious, but she did not finish. I wonder if she's going to run tomorrow. But she did not finish. But this was pretty even coming into, I want to say, hurdle number 8. But that's when Anna Cockrell made her move. And once she made her move coming off hurdle 9, she was clearly in the lead, clearly the winner. It was a battle for second between Jasmine Jones, Anjanette Knight, Dalilah Muhammad, and Rochelle Clayton. That was good. I like seeing that. So I'm excited to see how their 400 is going to be tomorrow, how their open 4 is going to be, because I feel like that's going to be even more wide open to see who actually can win, because we don't, like with the long hurdles, we already know when Sydney's there, Sydney's going to win. With Sydney not being there, it makes it more interesting because we don't know, because a lot of these girls are more so on a level playing field as Sydney is so far ahead of them. So this one was a good way to start off the day. The crowd was very much into it. Like I said, that battle for second, third, and fourth, that's what had the crowd hype. Anna was clearly in the lead, and she won, getting the most points. I think Anna might stand a very strong chance at that 100K, but we'll see tomorrow. We're going to move on to the 200 for the short sprints. This one was, as you see in the picture, there was no race. Kenny was in control. He was in control. It was a battle for the rest back there behind him. Christian Coleman looked good coming off the turn, but yeah, as you see here, everybody else was coming. Andre looked good. I was very happy to see that. Andre looked good. Obviously, his start is his weakest part of his race, but he always finds a way to close. But he was looking good. He's getting into form. We all know Andre, whenever it matters, he's going to be ready. And Zharnel Hughes looked good. Aaron Brown looked good, too. So, really, really good. But Kenny, easy win for him. He's just on his way to 300K. Like, Kenny is doing what he's doing, undefeated. He's 5 for 5 in slams right now. We'll see if he'll go 6 for 6 tomorrow, but not bad. 1995 at Penn. That's good. That is good because that's not a fast track. So 1999, great. We'll move on to, remember what I just said a minute ago. Somebody was the star of today. It was Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Are you kidding me? She on a different type of time in this season. She's been so dominant this season. It's crazy. I don't want to say it's crazy because it's not like it's impossible, because was it her first year as a pro? I feel like it was her first year as a pro. Either her first year as a pro or her last year of college when she won USA's to get to book herself a world championship berth. I forget which one it was, but regardless, she was in great form there. Then that following year, which I think might have been her first year as a pro, I ain't gonna say she had a bad season, but she just wasn't in that same form. She made that coaching change last season, got to the Olympic Games, got a medal individually, got a bronze medal, and you can tell that just changed her entire mentality. Like I feel like getting that medal, I feel like anybody that gets a global medal individually, I feel like it does a world of good for your confidence. And she came into this season just like that. You can tell she is a 100 runner. Yes, she can run some good twos, but she's a 100 runner. When look at this lineup, though. This is a pretty formidable lineup. You got her. You got Gabby Thomas, who essentially has become the face of U.S. 200 sprinting since Allison Felix has retired. You got her. You got Dina Smith, previous world champion. You got Jadyn Mays, who, shout out to her, first pro meet, or not first pro meet. This is her first pro season, and she's here in the slam. She's a good 200 runner. She runs a good 100 too, but she's really strong in the 2. You got who else is in this? Tamari Davies. You got Jenna Prandini, who is notorious for, she's a 200 runner as well, but she's notorious for being one of the best turn runners in the world. And if you look at that race, Melissa got her within like 30 meters. I swear to God, I was like, bro. She got her and passed her and was coming off the turn in the lead. And I was looking at Gabby, and you can see because Melissa was pulling off. And it's like everybody was expecting Gabby to kind of reel her in and get her back. But you could see Gabby, if you watch the race back, you can literally see Gabby in her mind like, oh, shit, she's getting away from me. She's getting away from me. So she starts putting more and more of her power through her legs. And towards the end, when Gabby realized she was not about to get her, you can see her form start. She started to lose form, as you can see in this picture. She started to lose form because Melissa was gone. And she was already at that line. And you see that lean. Melissa leaned on that tape. I said, damn, Melissa is, look, 21.99, new PR for her 200. Melissa is looking like Miss 300K. Because I don't think anybody's beating her tomorrow in that 100. Nobody. The only ones that'll give her a challenge, truthfully, is Celera Barnes, Tamari Davis, and that's it. I don't see anybody else even getting close. Like, this is Melissa's money. She's showing out. Gabby was not happy about it, though. She was not happy. You could see it all over her face whenever it was done. But I like that. I like the fact that there's competition. I like the fact that they are taking it serious. And they should take it serious. Shit, it's a lot of money on the line. And Gabby being, like I said, essentially this generation's American 200 great, for her to be getting beat, yeah, she don't like that. We'll see how she runs tomorrow. Maybe that'll light a fire under her ass and try and get Melissa, but I don't see Melissa losing. But this one was a good one. So we'll move to this one. This one was so funny. This is so funny. Look at the picture. That's why it was funny. I didn't even realize it in the moment when I went and rewatched it back, because as you see here, they got Sideways Nasser a second, but she got DQ'd. As you see why. She's literally she ran like the last 40 meters in Nickisha's lane. But this is also a formidable lineup. You got Paulino, you got Nasser, you got Nickisha Pryce, you got Isabella Whitaker, Alexis Holmes, Lena Nielsen. Is this one? No, this one's Lavia Nielsen. Like a bunch of heavy hitters in here. Alexis Holmes took the race out. She was leading, going to maybe 130. Then Paulino came charging, and as did Nasser. It was them two coming around that second turn. Nasser was coming off the turn, but Paulino went straight to them arms. I'm telling you, the way she runs, textbook. Nothing behind her. Straight all in her arms, knee lift. She coming home. Like most 400 runners, you can tell like you getting to the end of the race, and you can tell it's hurting. It's hurting. With her, you can't tell it's hurting. But just Sideways Nasser, when I went back and rewatched it back and saw her in Nickisha Pryce's lane. Funniest shit ever. That is the funniest shit ever. But this is such a good race. Even though she impeded and ran the rest of the race in Nickisha Pryce's lane, she still ran 49.4. So crazy good. Nickisha Pryce looked good. I'm glad to see she's kind of racing herself back into form, because her first two slams, she didn't look like herself. Isabella Whitaker up for fourth, 50.16. Alexis Holmes, 51.02. Not bad. The crowd, like I gotta keep saying it. The crowd has been into it. Like, I love with the introductions, the energy they're giving the athletes. They're screaming loud for these athletes, which I know is gonna make them want to run even better, which is gonna give us a better product. So I love it. We're moving on to the men's long sprints. This one was a good one too. Jereem Richards and Matthew Hudson-Smith. That was the race coming off 300. 300 meters, Jereem took the, because as we all know, Jereem Richards is a 200-meter runner as well. Very, very strong at it. And you can tell in his first 200 of this race. He was taking it out for real. MHS was right there behind him, but took over coming home. And it was good to see him bounce back considering how he had ran in Miami. So good for him. I'm excited to see how he looks in that 200 tomorrow, because if he ran this good in this 400, I feel like he's going to do better in that 200. But Jereem Richards, like I said, Jereem Richards, in my opinion, is the best 200 runner of this list. I'm looking in the Ogandos, too, is a good 200 runner, as is Matthew Boling. But we'll see. But I'm looking for Jereem Richards to win tomorrow, but we'll see. We will see. But this one was a good race, too. This also was a good race. This one was a good one. We got a pretty, which I'm upset. I was upset looking at the start list when they announced it. They finalized the list, I want to say last week. With Sasha Zoya not being there, like I told you, Sasha Zoya, in my opinion, when you think of Grand Slam, you're going to think of him. Like his energy, his presence, his personality, his performances. That's what you're going to think of when you think of the first season of Grand Slam for a lot of factors. So for him to not be here, I hope he's healthy. But he's not in this race. But we still got a formidable lineup. We got Cordell Tinch, who's the world leader, 1287. He, like I said, that confidence, you start doing something that's going to build a lot of confidence, you're going to keep it. And you could see it in Cordell here. But we'll get to that in a minute. You got Trey Cunningham, who just won both the 100 Open as well as the 110s in Miami. He had beat Grant Holloway already this season. If I'm remembering correctly, before this race, he was undefeated. And then you got Daniel Roberts, silver medalist at the games, bronze medalist at the previous World Championships. And then you got Freddie Crittenden as well, who is 1293 runner as well. Simonelli, it's a formidable lineup. But Daniel Roberts, as y'all know, that's my dude. I be rooting for Daniel Roberts, and I want him to get his race right. But I don't know, he got cleaned up that hurdling. But he was leading coming into hurdle 3, I want to say. That's when he hit that hurdle. It stunted his momentum. He's right next to Cordell Tinch, which Cordell was keying off of him perfectly. He took over, but you look over to the far left in lane 2, as you see, Jamal Britt was out there by himself. The majority of the rest of the race was between these two, neck and neck. I feel like Cordell Tinch was either thinking that he had the race, and Jamal was just thinking, look, I don't know where nobody at. I'm just finna run. And that's what the fuck he did. And he won. He won. And that was shocking. I don't want to say it was shocking, but like it was surprising. And it's like, okay, this is interesting. It's going to make it even more interesting tomorrow because as we know, Jamal Britt is a very, very strong 100 runner. Trey Cunningham is as well. Cordell Tinch is as well. So that's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to go. I think Jamal Britt might walk away with 100K. The challenger that I don't think is on too many people's radar, it's probably going to be on a lot of people's radar now. Because I'm happy for him because he ran a meet last week. I want to say, I don't know which one it was, Continental Gold, one of those two. He ended up hitting the hurdle hard too and not really finishing the race. For him to bounce back and then get this win here, good for him. But yeah, we'll move to the final race of the day. We have the 400-meter hurdle GOAT, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. She is up in here, dropping down to the short hurdles. I was going to say the short sprints. Short hurdles, which I love. Like I've been saying, like a lot of us have been saying on social media, it's exciting to see what Sydney can do when she's really, really challenged in events that she doesn't spend a lot of time on. But we know the type of athlete that she is. Given the she don't even train for the 100 hurdles. If she even trained for the 100 hurdles, just looking at this right here, right now, what we saw today, there's no telling what she can do, and that's the type of athlete she is. Like I said, she can literally be in any event group in these sprints. She can do the sprint. She can do the short sprints, the long hurdles, short hurdles. So it's just like, that's what I love about Grand Slam is the fact that these racers can choose which event groups they want to do. They don't have to do the same one every single slam, which I'm excited for because maybe next season she'll do each event group do the long hurdles, do the long sprints, do the short hurdles, do the short sprints. That would be exciting to see because she can do it all. She can do it all. That's the type of athlete that she is. But she, like I said, we wanted to see her getting challenged because shit, when she running them 400 hurdles and the 400 against the hurdlers, that's just like training for her. Like that's just practice. But running up against and that's what I want to see. I want to see her in the long hurdle group, not the long hurdle, the long sprint group in LA. But we'll get to that at a later date. But this right here, she got a lineup. We're missing 3 of the short hurdle racers, which is Masai Russell, Jasmine Camacho Quinn, both of those, and Serena Samba Mayela. All 3 of them have reportedly has injuries. Masai's, that's more reportedly. Jasmine Camacho Quinn, she confirmed that on her Instagram last week. And then Serena Samba Mayela, I'm almost positive she is injured as she has not been to any slam yet. So we're missing those girls, but we still got a formidable lineup. We got Akira Nugent, who is a racer. We already know how she gets down. We got Tia Jones, who essentially, like I said, I think I said it last slam, needs to essentially be a racer. Put her in Serena's spot. And it's funny because they train together. Put her in her spot, essentially, because she's been at every single slam, and she's proven herself a lot in these slams. You got Megan Tapper, Tonia Marshall, Danielle Williams, one of my favorites, Ditaji Kambunji, Christina Clemens. This is a formidable lineup. Every last one of these women that you see here can make a world final, a global final. So this is a good challenge for Sydney, and I was excited to see it. She was sandwiched in between Ditaji and Akira, which is good for her because Akira was right there, and I was like, I want to see how she's going to react to Akira getting out because we know Akira can get out. And that's exactly what she did. Akira got out, and she was in the lead essentially the entire race. Tia was with her from, I want to say hurdle 2 to 7. But Sydney was right there with him. Sydney was not falling behind. Sydney, in my opinion, just like Danielle, Tonia, and Christina all hit that last hurdle coming home. I don't know if y'all noticed that. They all hit that last hurdle at the same time. But if I felt like if Danielle because Sydney did the same thing. Sydney was clean until I want to say hurdle 9. Either 9 or 10. She hit 9, which it was definitely 9. She hit 9, which stunted her momentum because I felt like she was on track to at least be either 3rd or 4th. She finished 5th, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. But I was looking like, okay, Sydney might actually get up here for real. I wasn't expecting her to win, but I was like, she might end up getting up here in the top 3. But Akira Nugent, class of the field. I'm so happy for her because I know the first slam she was not excited about just running anymore. She was like, it just being a pro was not fun as it was in college. And you could tell how her birthday was at Miami Slam. She ended up getting 100K. You could tell that kind of put her in a better mindset. And she looked good here too. So I'm happy for her. It's looking like she's about to get another 100K because we know how she gets down in that 100. But also that's why it's exciting though because we know how Danielle gets down. And out of these women here, Sydney has the fastest 100-meter PR, which is 11:07. But she ran that back in college. I want to say her first year of college, her only year of college. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do because we know she's gotten faster and we know she can run faster. And she's in good form. So I'm excited to see because this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a race between her, Akira, and Danielle. I don't see anybody else even standing up against these women in that 100. It's going to be between them 3, which is going to that's going to determine who's going to be 100K. Sydney would have to, well, no, I can see Akira's probably going to win. She's going to win that 100K because she would have to fall out of the top 3 for Sydney to win the 100K. Yeah, she would have to fall out of that, so that's not going to happen. She's going to at least finish 3rd at the least. Akira would. So Akira's looking like she's going to get that money, but Sydney going to perform well. Sydney could win. Danielle could win. Akira could win. But I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Drop a comment. Share the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.